If someone told you that you had a superpower, you'd probably expect something cool, right? Flying, teleportation, X-ray vision, at minimum, the ability to find your keys on the first try. But the superpower we actually have is way less glamorous and way more important. Our choices change the world around us. Not metaphorically, not poetically, literally. Your choices not only shape your life, they shape every space and every person around you. And every now and then, a choice comes along that changes everything. At 14, I made the most terrifying, life-altering decision to leave an environment that nearly ended my life. At that age, I didn't understand trauma or healing. I just knew that I couldn't change the situation, so I chose to change my physical environment. From that moment on, life became a high-stakes, choose-your-own adventure with no instruction manual telling me which choice was the right one. Fear told me to shut down, to harden, to disappear. Instead, I chose to stay present, to choose love, to keep moving forward. Choosing love over fear, choosing to hold on to my light, didn't just change my life, it saved it. And that choice didn't end when I left home. It became the lens through which I learned to live. Whether you realize it or not, you bring something into every space that you enter. Every one of us carries an invisible frequency, an inner light, an emotional fingerprint that shapes the interactions we have long before we ever speak. And most of the time, you don't realize you're doing it. In every waking moment, you get the opportunity to choose how you're shaping the world around you. Choosing to show up in your highest light not only impacts your life, but everyone you come in contact with. Like a ripple effect, it overtakes the darkness that the world is experiencing. Today, I'd like to invite you to explore this with me. Not through theory, but through feeling. If it feels comfortable, place both feet on the ground, one hand on your heart, eyes closed if you'd like. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold, and let it go. And another, slow, deep breath in. Hold, and let it go. Notice what you're feeling. Stress, tension, exhaustion, hope, excitement, maybe a little mix of all the feelings. Opening your eyes, what you just felt didn't get left at the door. It came into this room with you. It shaped this moment. Whether we acknowledge it or not, we are always impacting the spaces that we enter. Think about the last room you were in, the last conversation you had. Did you leave it better? Or did you simply pass through? Every moment is an invitation, an opportunity to create connection or distance, joy or frustration, possibility or doubt. Before we can change a room, a relationship, or a community, we first have to choose to change ourselves. We are living in a world where many feel overwhelmed and powerless. Stress and disconnection are shaping how we show up. Most of us are reacting out of fear, not choosing from a place of groundedness. Most of us don't think of ourselves as being able to create great change in the world. We think that role is reserved for activists, leaders, or people with massive platforms. But the truth is, every single one of us is already shaping the world. Every day, in every interaction, through small, often unconscious choices. Whether you intend to or not, you are making an impact. Every encounter matters. Every person, every place you touch. Leave it better than you found it. The question isn't, can you change the world? But instead, how will you use the opportunity of choice to bring your light to the world? As a yoga instructor, I ask myself, How can I hold safe space for others to reconnect with their mind, their body, their light? We finish each class with a unified namaste, a word that quite literally translates to the light in me honors and sees the light in you. As a muralist, the concept is the same. How can I bring light into every space that I touch? In 2023, my fiance and I created Luminous Lane, transforming a large, dark alley into a vibrant arts destination for the community to enjoy, bringing 52 artists together to illuminate and activate the space with a wide array of colorful artwork. What was once a place that people avoided has now become a hidden gem that is sought out. Globally, we started the Peace for Peace movement, where we invite the world to unite through art and creativity. 42 countries have joined in to date, and the response that we've received is beyond anything that we could have ever imagined. Both of these projects were created to hold space for others to reconnect with their own inner light, while simultaneously bringing community together. That's what light does. It changes how people move through the world. And sometimes it changes whether or not they choose to stay in it. Twice, I received messages from people who shared that my artwork stopped them on their way to end their life. And again, years later, a yoga student told me that something I said in class shifted their perspective on the day they planned to take their life. I didn't know they were struggling. I didn't know what they were carrying. But the light that I chose to bring into those spaces met them at the exact moment that they needed it. That is the power that each of us carry. La luz, tu luz interior, your inner light. Luz is the Spanish word for light. L-U-Z. This acronym reminds us how to bring light into every space. L, love, not the soft, sentimental kind. Love as presence, love as courage, love as action. U, uplift, to leave every space better than you found it. Not through grand gestures, but through small acts of care. A smile, a kind word, a listening ear, a hug. Each of these can change the trajectory of someone's life. Z, zeal, wholehearted participation and enthusiasm. The understanding that your light, your luz matters, and that only you carry your specific frequency of light to shine out into the world. I've been inspired witnessing the same opportunity of choice on a much larger scale. Over the last 5 years, Indigenous Ashaninka leader Benki Pianco has greatly changed my life. In the Brazilian Amazon rainforest, he and his people face violence, deforestation, and threats that would break most people. He chooses not to move from a place of fear, anger, or despair. Even when held at gunpoint, even when his home was set on fire, he chooses love over fear, repeatedly, as action. He chooses to be a light, and it changes everything around him, like a ripple effect. He stands as a guardian, steady and unwavering, inviting the world to witness the sacredness of the land. Not as a victim asking for rescue, but as a steward calling others into responsibility. For most people, the Amazon rainforest is out of sight, out of mind. But no matter where you live in the world, it impacts all of us. If it continues to be destroyed, we are all in trouble. To date, Benki has planted 3.5 million trees because he understands something essential. How you choose to respond to what's in front of you shapes the future. I see the same truth of choice with the Buddhist monks who walk for peace, which I experienced firsthand walking alongside them. In a world fractured by conflict, they walk slowly, deliberately, across countries and borders, carrying no weapons, no demands, no spectacle, just presence. Their movement is their message. Their silence is their offering. They heal not by force, but by shining their light, reminding communities of something that they may have forgotten. Peace begins by being present in the moment and tapping into the light within. Different paths, same choice. These leaders are extraordinary because of the way they choose to shine their light. No matter what the world throws at you, you always have a choice to meet fear with presence, to meet pain with compassion, to choose love again and again in the smallest possible ways. Changing the world isn't about scale, it's about intention. La Luz is not a framework you memorize. It's a way of being, a way of choosing. Feel that? That is your luz, your inner light, tu luz interior. In every moment, you have the choice to be la luz. This is my reminder and challenge to you. Choose love as action. Choose to uplift. Choose to show up with heart and zeal. Shining your light invites others to remember their own. A candle does not lose its flame by lighting another. Imagine how bright the world can become when we all choose to shine bright and light another's path along the way. And when enough people choose their light, the world begins to heal. The next space you walk into, the next conversation you have, the next moment that asks something of you, this is where your choice lives. From this moment on, you will never again enter a room without changing it. The only question is whether that change happens by accident or by choice. Thank you.